paid off about $80,000 worth of consumer debt, so I'm out of that space. But I have about $56,000 worth of student loans. I just paid off, or just paid $2,000 towards that in the past like 2 weeks, and I'm currently looking to knock that out. So with my student loans, they're grouped in about six different chunks, and all six have different interest rates. So my question to you was, should I pay? I think there's a way to pay where it's basically like splits the payment amongst all of them,
Mhm.
or paying by group. So from your perspective with the baby steps, how would you approach it? Would you try to knock it out from smallest to largest, or would you pay towards the entire principal?
That's so good, man. James, how much do you make a year annually?
So I make about 138,000.
138K. All right, cool, great. All right, for those of y'all just tuned in, so Terrence is a Dave Ramsey follower, clearly Dave Ramsey and an Anthony O'Neill follower. For those of you all who are probably wondering, he said, "What do you mean by baby step two?" I don't teach baby steps. On my platform, I used to teach baby steps. I still believe in the baby steps, but these baby steps are actually delivered and owned by Dave Ramsey. So let me break this down for you real quick, so all of you all can follow what Terrence is asking. So the 7 baby steps that is brought to you by Ramsey Solutions by Dave Ramsey and all of his amazing personalities, and I actually be with them this Friday. Is baby step number 1 is have $1,000 in your starter emergency fund. Baby step number 2 is pay off all your debt using a debt snowball. And baby step number 3 is set aside 3 to 6 months of your expenses inside of a fully funded emergency fund. So Terrence just said that he's in baby step number 2. So he's using the debt snowball to pay off his debt. He paid off $80,000, he said. And he has $56,000 left in student loans. So his question is, how should he attack the rest of these student loans on baby step number 2? So my suggestion is to you, bro, stick to baby step number 2, which is the debt snowball. I will go ahead and just line up the baby step, the rest of your student loans, because you said they're categorized into 6 different loans, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so I would take that and categorize it. I would not, and this is where I see a lot of people mess up at. They start attacking the highest interest rate student loan. No, the snowball works because you're gonna get quicker wins, right? So if I'm you, I'm gonna align the student loans, the 6 different category of student loans from smallest to largest. And if you're making $138,000 a year, that means you're seeing about $11,000, $12,000 gross, maybe right around $8,000 to $9,000 net. What's going on, fam? I wanna thank my friends over at Bethel Tech for sponsoring today's video. Bethel Tech's micro credential program. Just 15 weeks and you're on your way to mastering in-demand tech skills, setting you apart in today's competitive job market. And the best part, it's all online, 100% online and fitting perfectly into your busy life. Bethel Tech isn't just about tech skills, it's about growing your character through spiritual mentorship and faith groups, shaping you into a Christian leader in the tech world. You'll learn from industry experts geared towards your success. What about landing your dream job? Bethel Tech's graduates are making waves at companies like Salesforce and Dell. And with a price tag of only $5,000, it's an investment in your future that's both affordable and valuable. Are you ready to start? With multiple start dates, there's never been a better time. Visit anthonyoneil.com/Bethel. Again, that is anthonyoneil.com/Bethel, and step into your tech career with confidence and character. Right? So how much are you able to put towards your student loans on a monthly basis?
So currently right now, so yeah, I can put about, based on the way I'm doing this, I think it's each paycheck outside of rent and some of the small little utilities that I have, it's about 2,300, 2,400. So give or take about 4,600 per month.
So you can add an extra $4,600 per month to your current debt right now.
I could pay 4,600 per month towards the debt.
Oh man, so that's exactly what I'm doing. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and pay the $4,600 towards that. And if you're doing $4,600 into the $56,000 that you have, right? 4,600, you'll be debt free by this time next year.
Exactly.
You know, and so I wouldn't, there's nothing else I would do there. I wouldn't refi it. I wouldn't refi it unless you can get a much lower interest rate, right? Because that's going to save you on interest and amount that you're paying back. That's number one. Number two, I wouldn't sit there and try and wait for the government to pay it off. Now, what I would do, Terrence, is I would apply for it to see if any of this could qualify to be forgiven. I would definitely do that if you have not done that. I'm not against the forgiving. I'm against we need to fix them from the very beginning. People should not be able to borrow all this kind of money when they don't even make this kind of money yet. But now, since Biden has been on a mission, he's done some work on forgiving student loans. So I would definitely apply to see what you qualify for, if you qualify for anything, and why you're applying and waiting for that response. Yeah, I'm just dropping that $4,600 onto it. And if I'm you, I'm trying to squeeze out $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month going towards that, using baby step number 2, the Ramsey steps, which is using the debt snowball. I would stick to that all day long, T. Seriously. And then think about it. Now you got $4,600, $5,000 back in your pocket. Now you can go ahead and get you a fully funded emergency fund. And then baby step number 3, 5, I'm setting aside some money for an engagement ring, because you're going to still be with that amazing young lady, and you're going to pay cash for that ring. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I
do have one small little thing to add to that, though. So I have about $90,000 in my 401k account.
Yeah.
Would you recommend
Heck
taking
no.
some of that money out?
No.
Okay.
Now, are you continuing to contribute to that right now?
Correct.
How much are you contributing to that right now?
So it's about $460 per paycheck, so about $920 per month.
Yeah.
And I think it's about 8%, give or take.
Yeah, no, stop. So if you have 90,000 in there, and if you could take $1,000 out, right? Put that on top of your 4,600. Now you're down to $5,600 that you can put towards that. Now you're out of debt in 10 months, 9-10 months,
Okay.
9-10 months. And then honestly, here's what I'm gonna say: get aggressive. You know, maybe you tell your girlfriend, hey, we're not going out to date for the next 6 months. We're going to eat at home. No dates for 6 months. Go and look at your budget. Go look at your account. See what kind of subscriptions can you turn off. And then Terrence, how can you knock this out in 6 months? Let's figure it out. So if you got $56,000 in student loans left, actually you got 54, because you say you just paid $2,000, right?
Yeah, it's 54,883 to be exact.
54,800, right? Divide that into 6. It's a lot. It's $9,000 a month. You don't make that much money. So if you're putting $6,000 into that, man, 9 months you're debt free.
Sure.
You know, but now if you can go out there and get you an extra job for 6 months to get you another $3,000, $2,000 in, I'm all for it. But at your age, at 34 years old, single, dating intentionally, making $138,000 a year, I gotta ask this question: are you and a girlfriend? Is this new, or is marriage being talked about?
So marriage is being talked about. So just some side information. She was in a residency and a fellowship program during the 4 years we've been dating. I actually just within the past 2 weeks, I just moved from Delaware to Dallas, to the Dallas area. So and that's part of the reason why I decided to get down here, so that we can take our relationship more seriously and make that next step towards that long-term commitment.
How long y'all been dating?
Lifetime commitment. About 5 years, give or take.
5 years, yeah. Time is now. I wish I can go back to my younger self and tell myself that. Like, I wish I can go back to my younger 20s. I dated an amazing woman, man. Dated her for about 3 years, and I didn't propose, bro. And I didn't propose because I wasn't at a place where I wanted to be financially. And I would just encourage you, while you're paying off this debt, man, I would not be upset if you pause paying this debt to buy her a dope behind ring and propose to her. A lot of people will be like, that's crazy. Now, I think men, we tend to, and you didn't ask for this, I'm just giving this to you from a money advice, right? This is not relationship advice. I can't give you relationship advice. But I think men, we tend to run after money before we run after the thing. And I'm a spiritual man. And I believe that you'll get out of debt quicker and make more money because of the favor that comes with your wife from a spiritual perspective. Don't know if you're a Christian or not, but I'm a Christian believer, and the Bible says that I obtain favor from the Lord when I find my wife, when I find my best thing. And if you believe, bro, you found her, Man, listen, I would definitely say make the minimum payments, but go ahead and set aside $5,000, buy her a nice ring, propose to her, get that woman by your side, get y'all in the same house, get y'all working on the same goal, the same situation, the same vision, combine your debt with her debt, and y'all go after that thing together. Because what God can bring together, I don't know why I'm saying this, I don't know why I'm being spiritual today, I don't know what the heck is going on with me, forgive me, T, but well, I just really do believe that if you can get that, there's favor that comes attached to that, and debt is going to be the least of your concern because y'all gonna be able to wipe that thing out. So that's just my thoughts, man, on that. Appreciate you for calling in, brother. Tell your beautiful woman I said hello, praying for you both. And if y'all get married, man, send me an invite. May not be able to make it, but I can send a gift from the E3 family, man. All right.
Appreciate you, Anthony. Thank you.
Appreciate you, my guy. Yes, sir.